All right. Well, my name's Morgan Wurzburger. I am Rebecca's son, favorite child, I believe. I like to say my sister's not here, so she's in Australia, so she can't make it here. So, just want to thank everyone for being here. It's a very exciting time for our family. It's a very important time for Santa Fe as well. Personally, I couldn't be more proud of what my mom has accomplished and what I think she is going to accomplish. So thank you all for being here and for your support. And with that, I'd like to introduce my mom, Rebecca Wurzburger.
Wow. I think what we're going to do is just have a party and then just going to forget it, okay? This is probably going to be one of the little highlights. And it does happen that when I have parties, it rains. So maybe that's what I should go into. Before I really start my speech, I want to acknowledge our music for this evening. Is Aldo still over there? Yeah. Aldo, come up here just a minute. This is a... Can you come up? Is he coming?
Yeah, sure.
This is Aldo Rios, and his sister's here, Avi, and his father, Tito. We discovered one another last weekend when it was so hot, and went across from the palace and sat down, and he was sitting writing music. And so I didn't want to be nudgy, but you know me. So then after a few minutes, I said, well, what are you doing? He said he's learning to be a musician. And I said, well, can you play? And he said, yes. So tonight he has provided the music for this special celebration. And he does have a CD, which we can talk about later. Thank you, Otto. Thank you, Dad, for bringing you. I know you have to go. Thank you, Tito. All right, well, here we are. I hope you all are maybe even half as excited as I am. I want to thank you so much for being here. This is my first Friends event. And throughout the campaign, that's who's going to make this happen. Your presence here tonight, or this afternoon, is the poll that I needed to agree to pursue the best job in Santa Fe. And that's the job of preserving our unique history and our culture while reaching out to everyone in the community to create a new, dynamic, and more prosperous city. Over the past 6 months, neighbors across the city have often asked me, are you running? And I guess most of you could imagine my first response was, well, are you? Certainly it seems as everyone else is. But I've taken my time, and I've taken my time because I wanted to be thoughtful about why I was doing this and what I thought I could contribute. And I also recognize that I am the only one, at least at this point, on the council who's running, that by running for this position, I will be giving up my seat. And I have been passionately involved in the city of Santa Fe, and I know that if I were not doing the work that I have been doing, I'll feel a great loss. But I know that it's time for me to do this at a new level. So the other question, after I asked, are you running? I asked a more thoughtful question, and I asked, what do you want the mayor to accomplish over the next 4 years? And the answer to this question are as diverse as our people. And I could spend my entire speech telling, but I'll just give you a couple of examples. I want a full-time job. I want to have one job, not 3 jobs. I want the city to be more business-friendly. I want Santa Fe to be like it was. I want my kids to afford to be able to live here. I want to come back and live here and work here. I want to have trained workers that know how to divide 100 by 10. These are all real examples. I want a city free of drugs and help us adapt to climate change. Can we be a greener city? And the list goes on. Clearly, Santa Feans want more. I want more for Santa Fe. Throughout the recession, families, businesses, not-for-profits, and our city government have been asked to do so much more with less. Our response to this recession, which continues, has been simply cut, cut, cut. We need and deserve better. We can no longer cope by cutting. We need and deserve a proactive financial vision and plan for Santa Fe, in addition to an annual balanced budget. Now is the time to make smart choices about our city finances and about our human resources. We need the vision to leverage our powerful assets and make smart investments in our future. We must be a city government that is, yes, transparent, but also inclusive, more responsive, more entrepreneurial, and more effective. We need the intelligence and commitment that it will take to grow our financial resources. Then we can become a more prosperous and world-class city. Now, how do we do this? We're going to do this by working together, locally, regionally, nationally, and yes, internationally, to build on this amazing and often untapped assets of this community to create new opportunities and a better Santa Fe. We who are blessed to live here, whether we moved here or we were born here and our families have been here for generations, we know that Santa Fe is unique among cities worldwide. Santa Fe is a city of rich history, diverse cultures, creative people, amazing art, and beautiful, beautiful surroundings. We have been recognized nationally and internationally as a world-class city through over 25 different awards. We need to leverage this recognition into a force that will improve our community in ways we all desire. We need to become truly a global city, which gets the connection between creating a supportive environment for local business and especially tourism, and attracting new sustainable businesses that create jobs for our young people so they can come home to live and to work. We need to turn the many voices of Santa Fe into one clear voice, one clear vision. And this vision must build on our strengths and realize untapped opportunities, new markets, new businesses, and new jobs. Now, I know we can do this. We can create such a vision that will leverage the many characteristics that make this such an exceptional community and a community that we all love. The focus of our vision must be growing and diversifying our economy while honoring all that makes Santa Fe a magical place to live and to work. The biggest challenge facing us as we move forward, I believe, over the next 20 years, will be to effectively and efficiently address critical emerging issues. These are issues that are on our plate but not yet widely understood, and we don't know how to deal with them. And that includes the aging of our population, the short and long-term impact of drought and climate change, and making Santa Fe a model of economic revitalization, which will allow us to attract and retain the talent to fuel our economic and creative growth. Now, Santa Fe, as most of us know, has an exceptional history of creating new markets and repositioning itself in the world. Many of these innovations came from individuals, from the dreams and passion of Santa Feans making a difference. Examples include our historic and precious architecture, the Santa Fe Opera, Indian Market, Spanish Market, the International Folk Art Market, Farmers Market, the Rail Yard, and more recently, the Lindsay. We have had and we have entrepreneurs who have created companies like BTI, a model green company, and Clean Air Systems, a local grown company that was bought by Caterpillar and is now an international company that has doubled its presence in Santa Fe since they came here. I want to mention one other company, and that is the other day when I was in the mall at an event. I know I'm going off text, Mark, forgive me. I met a woman named Maribel who owns 2 dress shops and 1 bar. And she's from Mexico, and she's been here 20 years. She is an immigrant who moved here, who's been here 20 years. She is a voter, and she has some of the most beautiful dresses I've ever seen from Guadalajara. So when we get through this as an aside, that's where we're going to buy our ball gowns. She is an entrepreneur who has been here and been successful, and she herself is part of the legacy of the entrepreneurs who have made this city so special. And there are more. It is my belief that the mayor's #1 job at this point in Santa Fe's history is to lead a new economic revitalization in Santa Fe by focusing the council, don't laugh, Peter, and community's attention on creating initiatives like those visionary ideas of the past that have made us both unique and prosperous. Change will come to Santa Fe, and the next mayor must ensure that we retain our identity and preserve our culture while making changes that will create a prosperous Santa Fe, a prosperous city. The question remains, will we merely adapt to this change? I say, let us have a mayor who will lead this change. And I am that mayor. Now you can do this. Today I filed my declaration of candidacy last minute, and I now formally announce that I am running for mayor of Santa Fe. Please permit me to answer two important questions. Number 1, why have I decided to run? And why am I going to win? That's the second question. Why am I deciding to run? I have listened to what our neighbors need, and I will continue to do so. I am committed to the creation of a new vision for Santa Fe, which will provide the resources for meeting these needs. I know that I have the experience, the education, and the passion to capture the imagination of all the people who will be needed to bring this vision into reality. For this reason, I am running for what Mayor Koss has called the best job in Santa Fe, with the promise that will to keep Santa Fe, the city, different while creating Santa Fe sustainable and prosperous. Now, the proof of my ability to keep this promise lies in my record of accomplishment as a city councilor for 12 years and as Mayor Pro Tem for 4. I am known as a leader who keeps my promises and gets the job done. I am known as a leader who finishes what she starts. That's why I didn't run for mayor 4 years ago, because I knew I needed to finish the critical work on the Buckman Diversion Project. And it took us 10 years, and we did it, thanks to my colleague, Virginia B. Hill. Great public policy friendship as we hiked Atalaya together for 10 years. I am known to work collaboratively, and I'm known as a leader who focuses upon issues of strategic importance to the city, such as jobs, water, affordable housing, and sustainable economic development. And I have a list of 2 pages of what I consider to be my primary accomplishments which I have contributed to the city only because of my ability to work with people to make that happen. I have championed and implemented regional solutions to regional problems, such as the Buckman Diversion Project. I am a proven, passionate, and proactive council member who does the hard work necessary to deliver results beyond resolutions. Now, the last question. Why am I going to win? I am going to win because if you just look around, it makes me think of being at either a Catholic service or even in the Jewish tradition, when at the end of the service you look to the right, you look to the left, give people a hug, say have a good day. So I'm not going to make you do this right now. I want you to look to the right, look to the left, and you look to me and commit to making this happen. The diversity that is in this room, I am going to work day after day over the next 8 months to create a coalition of people around this city